Hello everyone, I hope you're safe, I hope you're well. Sir, it's been a few days, haven't you been?
Very well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, keep
And
it
yourself?
well. I'm okay, yeah, I'm not too bad at all.
Good.
Not too bad at all.
Good. Well, this is different.
This is different. We've changed it up a little bit this week.
Ooh.
Welcome to PE at Home, Skills Week. Skills Week, guys. So what we're going to do this week is we've put together 10 skills, 10 challenges, and we want you to have a go with some equipment that you've got around the house, okay? Obviously, we appreciate that you don't have all of this equipment, you won't have all this equipment, you won't have the equipment we have in school, but you will be able to adapt each skill to things that you have around the house, and you'll still be able to take part in these activities, I guarantee it.
Absolutely. So there will be at least 3 that everybody will be able to do. And then, of course, if you adapt things slightly, which said we'll give you some tips on, you might be able to add to it. So for those people who have a PE lesson this week, our expectation is that you will do at least 2 different activities. The more you do on top of that, the better. The more fun, hopefully, you'll have at home, challenging yourselves, and maybe also your families. Get people involved, get up, get active, as we keep saying. So lots of fun to be had in this lesson this week. So good luck, enjoy it. We're going to explain what you are going to need to do for that, and Sir and the team here have put together lots of helpful guides as we go through this lesson. So Sir, shall we fly through?
We're going to fly through this one.
Okay.
Essentially what we've done, this PowerPoint that you're going to see now is on Satchel 1, so you're going to refer back to this at any point. So we've got 10 challenges, like we said. Skill 1, high catching with a clap in between. So you go outside, you find a space, you throw the ball high. How many catches can you do until make that catch? Challenge.
Okay, so you're going to have some videos of the team doing each of these.
Did you see that?
Son of a gun!
What was that?
Come on, you can talk, Mr. Veer. You've got videos coming up later on in this presentation which will help you if you don't get what we're talking about now. But skill 2 is Miss Andrews against the wall, pushing that ball as many times as you possibly can with the chest pass that we've done in basketball, we've done in netball. Depending on the type of ball you've got, you might need to vary the distance that you are away from the wall because it might not be as pumped as some of ours, or it might just be a bit flat. But whatever you've got, make the best of it and push that ball against the wall with a chest pass, a bounce pass, or an overhead pass. Good luck with that challenge.
Perfect. So we have skill 3, ball handling. Mr. Griffin, he picked up his rugby ball and he did a lovely ball handling drill where he goes from left to right or right to left, depending on which is easier for you, and you count how many times you can go around the back, keeping catch of the ball, keeping hold of the ball, making sure that you don't drop any. Mr. Griffin managed 45. I think there's something out there that can beat that.
Absolutely. And on to Mr. O's challenge with the American football, as a keen American football fan. Keen fan. Sir's challenge is a figure of 8 challenge in and around the legs, and we might come back to that for a quick demo later. Also popping it up, moving the hands over and seeing if you can make it a little bit more difficult. But Sir managed 51 in 30 seconds.
An impressive 51.
Impressive.
Thank you very much. Skill 5 was Mr. Gashley with some close control football. He had 2 cones down just over 1 metre apart, and he was dribbling the ball close control one side to the other to see how many cones he can get around in that 30 seconds. He managed 22. I know some of you are going to be beating that.
That's speedy. And here is me. I'm going to go with the Indian dribble, which we've covered in lessons in school. Simply tap and turn that ball across your body. Each time, tap to turn counts as 1, 2, 3, so on, as many as you possibly can. And I managed 67 in 30 seconds. So there's a challenge to you.
Strong effort. Number 7 is endurance. We could not have an endurance-based task.
Absolutely.
You've got 2 options. You can run, you can cycle. You've got 1, 3 or 5k run. You've got a 5, 10 or a 15k cycle. As you can see here, Mr. Beer went out for a lovely little 15k cycle. He managed 32 minutes, 2 seconds. I can tell by the look in his face that he could have done a little bit better.
Definitely.
But it's a challenge for you guys to beat.
Mr. Riley beat me.
Mr. Riley beat you?
Yeah, he's quicker than me. I want to have another go. But well done, Mr. Riley. That's off to you. Next one, the shooting challenge. Miss Andrews here pictured with a perfect demonstration of beef, something we've talked about in our basketball lessons when shooting. So what she did is push that ball up into the air as high as you can with the backspin. Got 2 options. You can either catch it straight away, or you can get the backspin going and then it hit the ground, spin back and catch. mismanaged with the up and catch rather than allowing the bounce. She did 12 in 30 seconds. Obviously, the higher you go with your shot, the less you're going to get. But it's up to you. Set yourself a challenge and see if you can beat it.
Strong technique there.
Very good.
Number 9, so we've got a little bit of foot-eye coordination, I should say. Foot-eye coordination. So Mr. Griffin did a couple of videos, which you'll see. He does one with a football, and then he shows off because he's quite a good footballer. And then he got what we say? He got the tennis racket. That's what he got. He got the tennis racket. Copying you, not being able to speak. He got the tennis racket, and he managed to do 52 consecutive hits on the tennis racket. That's your score to beat. He also managed 41 with the football. Again, some of you I know will be beating that.
Impressive. And number 10, last one, is Mr. Gashin and high jump. This is one that we covered in the summer of last year with a high jump lesson. So if you want a few tips on technique, you can go back to that on our YouTube channel, have another look at the athletics lesson for the high jump. Essentially, we're just using some form of a pole, whether it be a garden, what do we call it?
Bamboo. The old
bamboo, or a stick, or something that you can hold away to allow the person to practice their scissors kick over the top of it. Mr. Gashi's target there for you is 105, 1 meter 5 centimetres. Can you manage that? So those are our 10. It would be really helpful if there was some way of recording those results for us.
Like a result sheet.
Exactly like that.
It's almost like we planned.
Look at that.
Look at this. So as you see, we have this result sheet also attached to your satchel one. Well, you've got this left-hand side, you've got your 10 skills. You've got a box to write in your 3 attempts. You can, by all means, have more attempts. You don't have to limit yourself to 3. You can have as many as you like. And then you can record your best score and then compare it to see if you've been able to beat the teachers, okay? Like we said at the start, you can, we'd like you to use your lesson time. If you've got an hour, a 2-hour slot, this will be the perfect opportunity to find some equipment in the house and do as many as you can. Like we said, 2 is the absolute minimum, but I'm sure many of you will go above and beyond and try and do as many as you can. Come Friday, send it over to us. Can't wait to see what you can produce.
Fantastic. Right, so we mentioned at the beginning about this idea of potentially needing to adapt based on the equipment you may have at home. So I've got a couple of ideas for you. You're going to get creative, I'm sure, and come up with some ideas yourself, but just to get you started, Sir talked about his American football challenge with the ball, feeding it around on a figure of 8. And Sir, talk us through your alternative.
So what we've got here is we've got the paper towels, which students are all very familiar with this now when you're wiping down your tables and everything at school. What we use to wipe down our equipment. You guys may not have this, but you may have toilet roll. Toilet roll will be just as effective, and then you could actually use toilet roll for a number of these. You could do your keep you happy challenge with the toilet roll. You could throw it up at the end of your clap challenge, okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to demonstrate ball handling 2 and try the figure of 8 technique. Hopefully my feet are in the video so you can see. And then you just go in and out in a lovely figure of 8, keeping hold of the ball, and you see how many you can do in that time, okay? And then if you really want
show
to
us the extension task.
If you really want to test yourself, you can do a little catch. We're going to get rid of that. Put that in your pocket. What you can do is you have it one hand behind, one hand in front, and you drop the ball. You drop the paper, and you then catch the ball. And you alternate your hands, and you see how many you can do in that time period. Smashed it.
So far.
Smashed it.
Impressive. Well done, Sir.
So, what have you got for us?
So, hockey. As we know, we've got several people who come to hockey club and have the old hockey stick and ball, no problem. Not everybody does, but I ask this of you. Do you have some spare guttering lying around your house?
You're not using guttering.
We're going to give it a go with some guttering. You may not have a hockey ball. I've got a pair of my socks rolled up here, clean. I might add them clean before I put them on the floor. So hopefully I'm in the right position here. So with my guttering, got to be careful because it's a bit sharp. I can hold it roughly like a hockey stick, like this. Bend the knees and then twist and turn across the body like that. That is our Indian dribble. Whoopsies. As I move that ball in there, so that's my gutter. Alternatively, I could use the old bamboo.
The old step in time. Step in time. Step in time. That's a joke that the students won't get.
Parents might.
There you will.
A bit of Mary Poppins. Take you back to that. So, an older style. I appreciate that not all brollies are quite like this. You may have a brolly like this. And if you do, you can use that for your hockey challenge. Twist and turn with your pair of socks so that we can move it across our body and keep it under control.
He's not bad, is he? He's still got a bit.
This is pretty much what the old hockey sticks were like when I started when I was a youth.
I wouldn't know about that.
No, you just
Just sitting on the actual stick.
Well, there we go. Step in time, step in time.
Step in time.
Good bit of dribbling for you.
The
Now, just a quick point on the guttering. Please don't shimmy up your drain pipe and take this off the roof.
Absolutely not.
That's not safe. Don't do that. It's just an idea if you had it lying around. You may have a broom at home that you might be able to use. Get creative, see what you can do, and we'll take things from there. But that's the bit about this that I'm really looking forward to, is to see how, if you've got a basketball, use the basketball by all means. But if there are other ways you can extend it to challenge yourselves, then do that. Get involved, get creative, because that's going to be something that will be hopefully enjoyable for you.
So excited to see what you can produce.
Yeah.
But to give you a bit more of an idea of what we did, and to give you a few, to kind of clear up what we've said, we're gonna pause actually. We're gonna show you a quick 2-minute video of Team PE taking part in some of the challenges, so you can see some of the techniques a little bit clearer, and hopefully give you a clear understanding of what's being asked of you.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Right, we're back. Welcome. Hope you enjoyed the video. Some impressive skills in there, if I do say so myself.
You've moved on with your little hip twist there.
That's impressive. Maybe I've got a bit of magic in me. Maybe. Oh, thanks, sir. One day. Anyway, welcome to our extracurricular challenge. We can't not have an extracurricular challenge. Of course we will. We've had one every week. And this is the 16 to 20 rep challenge. This is obviously very skill-based, so we thought we'd offer a bit of a fitness challenge for those of you as well. I mean, I'm sure there are many of you that are going to get out there and try and be as active as possible, which is wonderful. What we're going to encourage, this is a real test. Okay, 16 to 20 reps. You've got 5 days. On day 1, you can start with 16 repetitions of your jumping jacks, your burpees, your crunches, even for Mr. Beer, I know he's going to struggle. And then you've got the lunges, the push-ups, the squats, the mountain climbers, the calf raises. I'm not saying, and please don't think I'm going 16 into 16 into 16, absolutely have a little break in between, because that is too much for anyone, okay? But you can do your 16, you can have 30 seconds, 40 seconds, even a minute in between if you need to, depending on your fitness levels, and then you can do the next one. And then the next day, you challenge yourself to do 1 more repetition. And if you can do that every day, that's a 16 to 20 rep challenge. If you are able to do that, we've got a result sheet in the middle there. You can tick off your 16 to 20 rep challenge, but also on the other side of the screen, we've got a bigger adapted piece that you can add in whatever scores you start on. Because if you can't do 16, if you can't start on 16, that's fine. You still want to take part, you could potentially maybe do 10, maybe start on 11. It's completely up to you. And likewise, flipping that, if you want to try and push yourself even more, you may start a little bit higher. I mean, that's tough in itself. So if you're starting higher, congratulations and good luck, because well, I'm not sure that I'd fancy it, but if someone's out there going to challenge me, then I'm certainly going to give it a go.
Absolutely.
So you can add in there what you've achieved, how many reps you've done, and then you can send that in with your piece of your skills work on Friday. We'd love to see how you get on there.
So a couple of key words in that, as mentioned, and our key BTEC students amongst you will have noticed the word repetitions. Those people who haven't come across that maybe in year 7 yet, it's simply to repeat. So where we've got 18, you're just doing 18 separate repetitions, repeats of that one exercise, jumping jacks, for example. Another key principle that Sarah's introduced here of increasing as we go, making it harder, is progressive overload. So that comes onto our BTEC course. You were saying that some of the students are covering that at the moment in year 10.
In year 9s and
year
definitely
9s.
in year 10 and 11 with me, they'll be writing their assignments, and just today the year 11s were talking about progressive overload in their personal exercise plans. So it's a really key part of the BTEC course. Those of you in year 8 who are starting to think about your options, going into year 9, knowing a bit of knowledge from this, it's only going to stand you in good stead that.
Absolutely. And the option stuff, as I mentioned the other week, some information coming about that very soon as we look to introduce that to our year 8 students as they start thinking about their options for the following year.
So lastly from me then, I just want to say a massive thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you so much for all your efforts over the past 4 weeks. Keep going, keep working hard. I know it's difficult, but keep pushing yourselves to work hard. Keep encouraging your families to take part. Bringing that healthy competition. I am so excited to see what you can produce in the Skills Week with all these different activities, with your toilet rolls and your bamboo sticks and everything you've got out there. I can't wait to see it. Good luck, stay safe, be kind. I look forward to seeing you all soon.
Last bit for me is just to say that I know that at the moment, this is a challenge of what we're going through. I think this gives us an opportunity for a bit more fun. Get up, move away from that computer screen. Get yourself some fresh air, get outside if you can, if the weather's okay, and have a go at something slightly different. It will break up your day slightly, and if you've got a full day on your lessons, then why not just add it on, 15 minutes at the end of the day, just to get up and get active. You'll be amazed at how well that will make you feel, really improve how you're feeling across the course of the day, take you into your evening, and also give you an opportunity to do some stuff as a family as well, which is always going to be good fun. So that's all from me. Good luck with these challenges, enjoy it, and we'll look forward to seeing all of the work coming in on that Friday deadline. Good luck everyone.
Can't wait. Take care guys.